Hello everyone, welcome back. Good to see you. Paul Tranny here with the one and only Jermaine Boca. How are you doing?
Good. Hi guys, how are you?
First of all, can we comment on this fantastic background and this beautiful setting that we're in and how coordinated everything is? This is awesome, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, that's my senior thesis.
Oh, I'm loving it. Fantastic. So there we go. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. It's good to see you here, Valter and Kaylin, Kevin, Alex. Fantastic. So, good to have you here, Jermaine.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Your first time in San Francisco.
Yes.
Where are you from?
Philly.
From Philly. Awesome. Good old Philadelphia. What is that? Is it the what is Philly known for?
The city of brotherly love.
That's what I was gonna say. The city of brotherly love. I was second guessing myself. And sisterly love, by the way.
Yes.
Okay, it's not just brotherly, but also sisterly love. And really cool. So I noticed you have a user flow up. We'll kind of dive into that, but we basically have you for 2 hours today.
Yes.
And Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll dive into the schedule, and special thanks to all our guests today. Of course, Marissa kicked it off at 8:30 a.m. So make sure you join us tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Kyle Grady, we were doing gradients, 9 to 11. Lisa and Marissa just finished, and Jermaine is taking us home 11. That's a 1, Paul. A 1 to 3 p.m. Fantastic. Day one. And let's not forget, we also have some daily submissions. Yes. So this is day one, our first daily challenge, which is all about prototyping stories. So you're talking about Instagram stories, that sort of thing. Cool. So we'll review those in about 90 minutes, just so you know.
Awesome, okay.
Tomorrow's gonna be a different challenge, and then day 3 is all about portfolio reviews. And sweet. From what I've seen today, these daily creative challenges that have been submitted are definitely like portfolio worthy. Really, really cool ones. So thank you so much for joining us. Get involved with those. Of course, we have some fun giveaways too. We'll give this away to just someone lucky winner just for fun, and we'll fill it with I don't know, just all sorts of hopes and dreams. I don't know what we can. I feel like putting something in it, or I'm expecting something to be in it each time.
Put your picture.
Oh yeah, we could. You should sign the inside or something. How about that? So good to have you here. Let us know where you're from as well.
Philly.
Where's Philly?
Philadelphia,
Thank
Pennsylvania.
you so much. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And yes, we also have Kyle, who's also from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So 2 people from Pennsylvania here this week. East Coast showing up. Toronto, just north of you. Maybe a little bit west, but more east than you realize. But welcome as far away as Tokyo. Good to have you.
Wow, welcome.
Narito, let us know what time is it in Tokyo currently. I'm interested. Belgium as well. Oh, fantastic.
Argentina? Wow.
Argentina. Salt Lake City, Zach Nielsen has been one of our guests. Fantastic guy. Super honored that you're here, Zach. Follow him on like Twitter and everything. I really like your posts and everything. Peru's in the house. France, Stuttgart, Germany. Caribbean. Man, we are covering the globe. Wow. And like you said, Argentina as well. Fantastic. Have not been to Peru yet, or Bangalore, India. So many cool places. And yes, it's 5 a.m. Naruhito. Yeah. Hopefully you didn't stay up all night and you just maybe got a good night's rest and then join us. So as far away as Seattle, just north of us. So we're going to dive into this. Zach, appreciate you, man. Really do. More than you know. You're a good guy. I don't know how we get lucky with so many like cool guests. Yeah. You already seem like an old pro. You're just like nice and relaxed and chill. Not afraid to just show your sketches. Like I can't even read anything, but you're not afraid that we can't
read. Pretty legible.
But I love this. This is fantastic. And I want to talk more about you, but like what's the plan today? Because we do have this.
Yeah, so today and the rest of the week, I'll be live designing an email marketing app. The idea behind it is that I'm going to gear it towards social media influencers. Sort of the millennial crowd today are all on social media, like Instagram, Facebook, and that's how they're marketing themselves. But I want them to take control of the algorithm, so you can do that through email. Also tying this back to what I'm doing as my full-time job.
There we go,
I'm a mobile app UI designer for an email marketing company in the suburbs of Philadelphia called AWeber. If you guys are watching, hi. Yeah, so that's what we'll be doing today.
So this is good. This is like pretty, it is related to obviously an area that you're pretty familiar with, which is like email marketing, which I think is fascinating. It's just super interesting, like that being part of your portfolio or your arsenal for marketing in general, which I'm excited to hear about. So hopefully you can like always kind of chime in with little facts or things that you've learned like along the way would be like really helpful. Because I think email marketing is still like underestimated.
Oh, totally.
You know? It's just,
but it's so powerful and everyone needs to be doing it.
Yeah, there you go. Did you hear that? Did you hear that work? See how we're talking it up at work? No, I was joking. I don't know if anybody here from work.
There's Megan. Hi, Megan. She's the product manager.
Awesome, Megan. Well, thank you so much for joining us and supporting your coworker.
And Sam. Hi, Sam.
And the house. Thank you for using chat as well. Getting involved. And I agree. Zach Nelson says your sketches are 10 times better than his. I like you did. You added a little color in here. This is really fun.
Gotta separate it, you know, separate it a little bit.
I like it.
Thank you.
All right, cool. And you have other people, by the way. So if you are involved in email marketing, that's cool. Valter is as well, so, or uses a lot of email marketing.
Yeah.
So again, I think it should be part of your marketing mix, as they call it. So yeah, what is this user flow?
So I wanted to sort of map out each screen that I was going to design.
And is this for a mobile app?
Yes,
for a mobile app, just to clarify. And it is, and can you recap? I'm trying to read where it says the goal of it. Okay, cool.
Oh, the goal, at least for what I'll be designing this week, is the flow of sending your first message. So we're starting out with opening the app, and then sending your email or newsletter, and you end up at the success screen.
So all from this mobile app, you're creating an email marketing newsletter, and so it's getting them to that last screen of success.
Yes, you're sending your first newsletter, which is always exciting.
Into it.
Yes. So I mapped it out in this user flow just because I found that when I don't do this, I miss a lot of things, like super important things like the login screen. So at least I have this sort of as a guideline.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Did you?
I was zooming in on my trackpad.
Oh.
Did it jump?
No, it didn't. And by the way, you win for best nails.
Oh, thank you.
Can we just say, like, it can't be easy. I noticed you working on your trackpad using your nails. It's like a whole other thing. Be like, you are not only, can we? Oh, sorry, wrong one. Let's click to here. Are you gonna show your nails? I don't know. I'm just really impressed with your nails. That's all.
Thank you.
And the fact that you're using a trackpad with it. So.
Oh yeah.
I hear some clicking around.
It takes some getting used to. Yeah.
But you actually, I was going to say that. Did you originally like kind of sketch this out on paper and then kind of scanned it in or something like that?
I actually did this on my iPad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh. So we can click over to that like whenever you want. Just FYI.
Oh sure. I mean we can do it now. It's gonna be the same thing on the screen.
Yeah, like I said, we'll do that in a second. As soon as you're ready, we'll see if is it. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But it looks very. That's what I was thinking. It just like looks very clean. I know it's in Illustrator.
Yeah.
And like ready to go. And you said you did this in. Was it Illustrator Draw?
Yeah, I use Adobe Illustrator. Actually, is it Sketch or Draw?
Draw. Looks like Draw.
Illustrator Draw. Yeah. What's
There we go.
It's right here.
And we can always, there you go. Boom.
Good.
Yeah.
I might have to hold it up a little bit.
And it's just a quick, glimpse.
It's the same thing that was on my screen, but so I actually did this on the plane.
What?
On the plane over here, it's a lot easier to do on my iPad. It's cool because whatever you do here, it's all vectorized, and then.
Can you zoom in on that too?
Yes. Shot of my nails.
That's what I was trying to do. I like them. I'm sorry. I'm weird. That's weird, but it's cool.
Yeah, so I have the Apple Pencil, and that's what I use to do this. But what's cool is that there's the share button up here, and you can share it to Photoshop or Illustrator. So that's what I did. That's how I got it onto my laptop. If you hit Illustrator CC, it transfers it all in vector format, and all your layers are in there on Illustrator. So it's super easy to start out as a sketch and then transferring it over digitally.
Fantastic. No, it's really cool, and it does as we switch to even your screen now. We can see.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I haven't touched this at all, but
nice.
Yeah. So just a quick walkthrough of what the flow will be like. So you'll open the app, you'll get hit with the onboarding, and then whether or not you have an account, you are gonna log in or sign up, and then the first screen that you'll hit. Actually, I changed this up a little bit. It was originally going to be the draft screen, but then you're going to be hitting the dashboard, which has all your data viz and analytics, all the pretty stuff. And then it'll walk you through creating your first email. And this is where the magic happens.
Yeah.
Where you'll be adding all your content, images, and then you're going to be previewing it. And then once you're happy with it, you're going to send a test to yourself, just as a check. And then once you're satisfied, choose your recipients, and then send your newsletter, and then send success.
Awesome. Yeah, very cool. I like I like this flow, and I think once we get into this, like you tell me, like, when you do these sketches on paper or Illustrator Draw down to the prototype, it's not always perfect, right? I mean, it's like things get mixed up, and you'd like to nail it the first go round. But that's kind of the purpose of like prototyping, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my after sketching out the screens, some of this flow changed a little bit, but not too much. But yeah, it definitely changes along the process.
And it I don't know, it probably should or whatever. Like, that's the purpose of prototyping.
Exactly.
So it's cool you did that.
Yeah.
In Illustrator Draw. So yeah, Robert Generate III, there's this thing called Adobe Illustrator Draw that you should check out. You can draw on it. Robzilla, as he's known, is an amazing illustrator. So you can see his icon, by the way, and I'm just messing with him because he's amazing. And he uses Illustrator Draw, and it's awesome. So yeah, you should really give it a try. I think you'd like it there, Rob. Just saying. All right.
It's definitely made the sketching to digitizing process a lot easier.
Yeah. Gabriel, as well as like user personas are necessary for this. And we'll really use you, the community, I guess, if that's okay, to just kind of let us know if things like make sense or not, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to kind of test this on you first. So, all right, Felicia, good to have you here as well. All right.
Okay, so after I mapped out the flow, I went to sketching the screen. This is sort of my wireframing process. This was also done in Illustrator Draw?
Yeah,
Draw.
Illustrator Draw.
Yeah, so each of these screens is a box on that user flow map that I showed. So this is what I'll be basically creating in XD today.
This is, that's very, very cool.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to walk through every screen, but...
Well, it's going to be fun kind of seeing this come to life. And you might like reference this later on.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm actually going to have this pulled up next to me on my iPad as a reference when I'm drawing an XD or creating an XD.
And then I don't know if you're actually like speaking of like mobile apps, again, you're using Illustrator Draw. I'll have to hook this up in a little bit, but... You know, we have other apps. I don't know if you're using...
Oh, I was using that too.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. So I'll hook this up in a second, but basically Adobe Comp will allow you to draw with your finger a box, and it will make a perfect box for you, which is awesome. So, again, I really like it. We will kind of show that in a little bit, but nothing right now.
Oh, my roommate's tuned in. Hi, Erin Chan.
How was that? Oh, Erin Chan. Hi, Roomie. Hey there, Erin Chan. So sweet. Fantastic. Let's dive into this, shall we?
Yes.
She's like, you left dirty dishes in the sink before you left. That's what she's really in chat for.
Yeah.
Why didn't you pick up the dish? And did you know we're out of detergent?
I hope we're not.
What are you trying to do here? All
right, so I'm pulling up XD, and I already have my first artboard here. I think you've gone over this with most of the live streams today, but this is all from the UI kit that Adobe provides.
Oh yeah, file.
Oh my goodness. What? Oh, it's right here. Get UI kits. So Apple iOS, and then there's more.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why is it dark gray?
Oh, if you go to your system preferences, you can change the UI for the whole iOS. iOS interface, or not iOS.
Really?
Mac OS.
Okay. Well, I'll do that. That was just a little side note because I'm really into the dark gray and all that stuff. It's kind of what I want. So.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do iPhone 10.
There we go. Found
screen
it.
size. You got it.
Dark menu bar and dock.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, you're so fancy.
Okay.
Dark mode for life.
So we're just gonna, jump right into it. I did have some stuff set up. I have some of my assets here. I'm probably gonna need more icons later on, but I sort of grabbed them from, I just Googled free icon kits online and downloaded a few that I thought would work with the app. I guess, I also have this sketch here, which I'll be using in the lo-fi mock-ups I'll be doing today. Everything's gonna be in black and white. We'll colorize things tomorrow. But this was also done in Adobe Draw. Just quickly sketched it out and then transported it here. And I just copy and pasted this from Illustrator.
You created that? You're killing me. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Honestly, if you just colorize that, it's almost perfect.
I might just do that tomorrow.
You should seriously. It looks good, right? Come on, Rob. Let's hear it. He's as an illustrator. You really have to respect this. The simplicity of this. This is well on its way to being, exactly what you potentially need. You want to keep it very nebulous, right? You don't want to. You try not to be, You keep the people as neutral as possible.
Exactly, but they don't even have nose or mouths, eyes.
Yeah, it's because you can't draw them.
What's the red?
Just joking. I'm just joking.
Actually, I do struggle with facial features, so I just cut that out.
It totally works. That's why most people don't do hands. Yeah. Look at her hand. There's
My
no
hands
hand.
are they're mittens and crab claws.
Ugh, I love it. I really like it, though.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. I'm just really into the drawing, so.
The red, white bear icon on my dock. So this is Bear. It's a note-taking app.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really cool because
very clean,
you
right?
use Markdown. So yeah, it's super clean, and there's a bunch of Markdown shortcuts.
Okay.
But yeah, check it out. It's a really fun app, and it syncs to your phone across all devices.
Okay, so you use it to take notes. Maybe you sort of type out the flow or the things that you need to hit or whatever.
I mainly use it for my grocery lists because it has good check marks.
Erin Chan's pick up detergent. How about you add
She's
to Bear?
Look at that hair.
How about add
She's got the flowing locks. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna get started. You guys, I also don't have a name for it. Right now it's just app name.
Oh.
So if you guys have any ideas of what I can call this, let us know in the chats. Open to anything and everything.
All right.
All right.
And yeah, you can do your thing. So I'm going to be taking notes for the app names as they roll in. So
this first screen I'm doing is this screen here. So one of the first onboarding screens. So from Sketch to HD or XD HD.
Do you think this is specific to newsletters, or that's I guess the most likely?
It could be anything really. Newsletters, updates. If you have a blog post that you wanted to share via email, or if you're a YouTuber, you can add the link to an email and it'll send it out.
Is this safe to say? I'm just literally calling it app to create emails.
Yep. So
I'm trying to keep it simple.
Actually, I have it sort of listed out over here. You can create your emails, send them out, and then track subscriber growth and open rates, stuff like that.
Send, track. Cool.
Yes. All right, so do you know how this works? I have my assets and my character styles set up over here. How do I apply them to?
Just click on it. Just select it.
So click on this.
Yeah, and then click on that. Did it change it?
No, I was trying to do it earlier and it wasn't working.
Okay. Let me. I'm on it.
Now. Call it deliv. Ooh, I like that. Delivery. Well, for now, I'm just gonna manually do it.
Oh, let me just try this again. Oh, that's very subtle. Okay, so essentially what this, the deal is, don't click on the name of it. You got to click on the actual text there.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah.
And that's because you're also in list view. You can actually do the tiled view, and it might be easier to
so does that
select.
Oh, okay.
Good call. Good point.
Yeah, the entire thing is selectable there. Cool.
All right, Destiny Simmons. Are you also from Philly as well? She's like Philly strong.
Yes.
Destiny Simmons, do you know her?
I do not.
Oh, you do now. Let's hang out. What are we doing? Well, when we're gonna we're gonna do a meetup. We're gonna do a meetup in Philly.
That would be awesome. Totally down.
City of sisterly love. I've been there a couple times.
Yeah.
Went to what's the school? Is it Brown University or Brown or there's an
Ivy League?
An all women's art school there. All female art school, independent, like one of the oldest independent schools, and it's obviously not
Bryn Mawr.
I don't know.
I think that's all.
I'll have to think about it, but like the talent coming out of there was like super impressive.
Really?
Like those people I keep in touch with today because they're like amazing illustrators. I was thoroughly impressed. So, did you go to school for design?
Yeah,
or?
so I actually went to Drexel University in Philadelphia for graphic design.
Drexel in the house.
Do I have any
thank you,
dragons?
Destiny. It's Moore. It's not Brown.
Oh, Moore.
Moore College, Moore University.
Drexel Dragons.
Thank you, Rob. Drexel Dragons.
Drexel Dragons, yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. That's a cool mascot to be a dragon.
Yeah.
Kind of awesome.
Everyone's saying more.
All right, and just so you know, this is what I'm going to be tracking over here. I'm just doing create, send, track, so this is basically an app to create emails, names, and then as you submit them, I will add them right here. See what I did there? Oh, funny. All right. Cool, you're getting down to business.
Down to business.
You got a deadline. Gotta get cranking.
Do I have a deadline?
No, you don't. But what I think is funny is like we'll have guests that'll live stream for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And they need, even after the stream is over, like they didn't quite finish the app, but they will go home and like finish it.
Oh, I'll probably do that.
This wasn't for a real client because they want to finish it and button it up and let everybody know.
It'll be good to
about it.
show on your portfolio.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, yeah, I get it. All right, thank you, Rob, for being so helpful. Let us know if it's your first time joining us. And we already heard a couple shout outs from Philly, your roommate.
My roommate. My one. Where's my other roommate?
Come on, other roommate. Let us know if roommates, if Jermaine needs to add something to her bear list, her shopping list.
Onto my next screen, and then so these screens are going to be, these onboarding screens are going to be pretty similar. Or well, they'll be the same screen. You can swipe between them. So I'm just going to copy it and move the illustration over.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait. Seriously, this is going to be really cool. Oh, so good.
I can never remember the shortcut for the circle. Oh.
R? Is it R?
I think it's... come on. Oh, it's E. That makes sense. Ellipse. I always wanted to press...
Nobody ever... How many times have you called a circle an ellipse? 0 times.
0.
I don't even care if it's like an... I get it. It's an ellipse. It's a circular shape.
Yeah.
It's not a circle, just like a square is a rectangle.
In Illustrator, the shortcut's L.
Oh.
For ellipse, I guess.
Ellipse. I know, it's funny. It's like... Yeah. I for eyedropper. That sort of thing.
Oh, I never got that.
Yeah.
Until now.
I for eyedropper. My favorite shortcut, and we might ask you to do this as you work on small things in here. By the way, you are really fast. By the way, I'm loving this.
I'm working on the trackpad. I'm not as fast as I could be.
And with fancy nails.
And fancy nails.
Fancy nails. I hear all this clicking around. It's just her nails. Wait, we need to reposition these mics. We're getting. No, I'm just joking. But boom, done.
Oops. What was that?
What sort of grid do you have set up? Like, what's that set
I
to?
just have. I have an 8.
Okay.
8
pixel grid.
8 pixel square grid. Yeah.
And the size is iPhone 10.
Yep.
Cool. All right, thank you so much, Chris. If you are just joining us, by the way, we are making an app to create emails for email marketing. So it's all about sending, and tracking these emails that you create. We just started, so you came in at the right time. We're just looking also for names if you want to get involved.
Oh, yeah. I think this is going to be too big. Too big. My illustration.
All right. Cool.
We have any names coming in yet?
Daniel's wondering what's the reason that, like, why don't we make a splash screen? I guess we could. Honestly, we're kind of waiting on everybody because I think that's a good place to put this. The name of the app could
the
go on
launch
the
screen?
splash. Yeah, the launch screen.
Yeah.
It'll be up for a second. Might go right into this one. But that's where the name of the app will go, and I'm kind of working on it too.
I saw Deliv earlier, which I liked.
Oh, was it just delive?
I think it was, there was an E at the end.
Delive?
Deliv.
Cool. I like that. I kind of like...
Oops.
I like deliver. Oh, Yang Yu likes the illustrations.
Thank you.
What's going to be really fun
hi,
about
Yang.
this?
I met Yang at Adobe Max last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Very cool. Did you like Max?
It was so much fun.
Oh,
yeah.
sweet. Are you going to share at all, or what do you think?
I don't think so, but I wish.
It's all good. Thank you so much, Voodoo Val, for reminding me we will be doing chat and win in less than a minute. That's to win this fancy gift that's sitting right here. And yes, grid setting, Gladstone Davis, is 8 pixel, right?
Yes,
Square grid.
8 pixel square grid.
You could toggle that on and off just like you can in Illustrator.
What is the shortcut for that?
It is just your command apostrophe. Same as like Illustrator. Command apostrophe. What do you?
Do I have to be in an artboard?
Let's see.
I have to like have the artboard selected.
Oh yeah, that's no fun.
I'm actually gonna
Very cool.
shrink this a little bit.
Yeah, Osama, just wait till you see this like prototyped as we start dealing with the transitions. That's where this is gonna be cool. You know that, right?
Yep.
You know what's up. I love where your head's at. This is super fun. And boom, boom, boom. You can see those are fireworks
I love that.
going off in the background. That means it's time for a chat and wins. We're diving into it right now, folks. All right, so thanks so much joining. Thank you everybody for joining us. This is part of Chat and Win, and you're doing it correctly because all you need to do is enter something in the chat field. Hopefully something that makes sense. Hello, woohoo, me, yes. Fan nails for the win, whatever you want to put down there. They do say the tote is cute because that's what you're gonna win.
It is very
so well coordinated. Look at how coordinated we are with this whole
like matches everything.
scheme is perfect. But this is your fancy custom designer tote filled with the answer to all life's questions. Oh wait, maybe it'll come with something like a new. No, just kidding. This is my phone.
I
was just showing it fits stuff. You could put your phone in there. You can put all your stuff in there. And looks like we already have a winner. Congratulations. It is
Tom Tate.
Tom
Wait,
Tate.
the Tom Tate from AWeber? Tom Tate, is that you? Please
Let's
say
hear
yes.
Tom Tate from AWeber. If so, can we just hand this to you? You could just deliver it.
I could hand deliver you this awesome bag.
It is?
It is? Hi, Tom Tate, congrats.
Whoa.
Oh, yay.
I don't know. This was
That's
a little.
awesome.
This is a little bit. This is like, how did this happen? What's going on here?
Oh, he's like, give it to someone else.
Hey, man, you want it fair and square,
You
buddy.
deserve
I
it.
know you're being too kind and everything, but it is what it is, and we
Thanks,
want to
Tom.
see you. Okay. Trust me, Jermaine's gonna be like, "Hey, where's the tote?" And she's gonna be asking like every week. You better be carrying this around with your stuff.
Yeah.
Get good
You
use
want a
out of it.
makeup bag.
He's like, I'm just here to support you, is what he's saying. And he
so
won. Why'd you type something in then, huh? If you didn't want to win. Of course you want this tote. Don't lie. So good job. Don't worry, we have giveaways for each segment. This is actually a bummer to say, but our final segment of the day. Just for today, though. Who's this designed by? I cannot remember. I don't know if you guys remember who designed this, but it's specifically 2XD or 4XD. Oh, it says right here. Yes,
That's such a cool bag.
Jay Morrison. Oh, Rob, did you know that already? Janine Morrison designed this. Very cool.
Do you guys have that for all the other apps?
No, this is like a custom thing,
wow.
pretty much made
Just for XD?
just for XD to give away here and like creative jams and stuff. So just specific to our group. But we do have different giveaways each day, by the way. So you never know what's going to happen here. But we want to show our appreciation for you. So very cool. What's up, Claude from Chile? Good to have you here. A couple people from Chile, unless you're just very active in chat, but I've seen Chile come across a couple times. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it, work it.
I feel like every time I'm being watched when I work, I can never type or spell anything.
This is so funny. So I think these are we need to talk about some of the skills you need as a professional designer
Spelling.
that people don't tell you about.
Spelling skills.
Like you said you went to, what did you graduate with?
Drexel University for graphic design.
Graphic design.
Yeah.
I want to talk about some of the, and how long have you been, since you've been out of school, how long has it been?
So it's 2016, so like
Okay,
2 years.
a couple years?
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you've learned that you didn't learn in arts as part of your degree?
Web design.
Web design.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like some of the soft skills.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know, just like some of those.
Soft skills.
Like I'm thinking of like people, like you having to work while people are looking over your shoulder. You need to learn how to do that.
Definitely did not learn how to do that.
You
there
need
was
to
no
learn-
class for someone creeping on you.
Yeah, and now you have everybody's, even all sorts of people, Tom and Gabriel, and I saw Shauna Parmesan in the chat as well. Good to see you, Shauna, sneaking in here. Welcome. But that's one of those things. It's like
Yeah.
even taking criticism, for instance.
Oh, for sure.
Right? And
Yeah.
they don't really, they give you criticism, but I think you need to know how to take criticism.
Right.
Don't you think?
There's right, because if you ever went to any sort of design school, you're doing like critiques all the time.
Yeah.
But your professors aren't going to be.
They're not going to be mean or
No.
insensitive.
I mean, some
or
of them will, but not as
Yeah.
not as much as the real world will.
Yeah, and you're not being graded or judged based on how you take the on whether
no.
your
Yeah.
like your physical, if your physical reaction to getting criticism is like this, this is wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think that stuff's important. You're a commercial designer at the end of the day, right? You're working
Right.
for a company, and it's all about, how you take, if you're willing, if you're able to work with others, that whole thing.
Small.
Oh, thank you so much. Gabriel does say, it's, criticism good. It's an art to give it and receive. It's all about humility and love. How much you care for that that colleague. I think it is a lot about humility, by the way.
Definitely.
Right? Because you got to be like, somebody could be like, what is that? What is that? And what is that? A football? A football with a hole in it? Why are you doing a football with a hole in it? And or if you're just honestly wrong or something about it. I was talking to.
You have to admit you're wrong sometimes.
You do, and you have to be willing to. I know. I was just talking to Kyle earlier. He was our guest at 9 a.m. and he was like, he didn't want to spend a lot of time designing something. Mm-hmm. So the more you design something, the more you get married to it, the less willing you are to change it. So he likes to design as quickly as possible and just not get married to the design. And that helps him change it later without a problem, either
that makes sense.
Through him or someone else. And I think that was pretty good. Ooh, thank you, Tom. Learning how to read a client's desires is very hard at times. Yeah. Understanding the client and all that stuff is like super difficult. Luckily, we're not really dealing with style right now, right? This is kind of basically the wireframe. But I must say that I like even the black and white style is.
Maybe I'll just keep it black and white.
Yeah, it's very strong, and again, the illustration's awesome. All right, yes. Hold on, I'm missing some of these comments, and I gotta make sure I can read them all.
Is it eggplants or chicken?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to track that conversation. I do not know where it came from, so I'm trying to hunt it down. Either way, I guess we're talking about food. Who knows? But I like this, and I like your pairing of doing thick and thin fonts. So bold versus thin.
Gotta have some hierarchy.
Yes, that's essentially what you're doing. I can talk on and on about this. Shauna Parmesan. Shauna's one of our guests. She does a lot of like hand lettering and cool designs in Photoshop.
I love it.
Plus, you just love her name. I know it's really Penchezin.
Really
It's Shauna Lynn Penchezin is I think how you say it. It's her last name, but on social media she's Shauna Parmesan.
Oh, I love that. It rolls right off.
It's so fun to say. I'm forever gonna remember that. It's interesting, like, so, and I think what Shauna's doing here, she's, whether she likes it or not, she was probably really playful with some of her social media handles, Shauna Parmesan. But you can create a whole theme around that. It's like, I now know that she can turn that into a brand, and that could be her whole thing, which is really cool.
Is a shortcut for paste in place the same as an Illustrator? No. Actually, just regular pasting, Command V, if you're on Mac, automatically does it, which is awesome.
Yeah. So, and it's good to keep that in mind, because sometimes you'll do a Command C, Command V, and paste it right on top.
Yeah, and you'll lose it.
Yeah. And so you just like, blah, 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 like you won't see it because you're used to working in Illustrator, how it like will set it in the center.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you're like 5 copies, one on top of the next. So it's good that you're being very mindful of your layers panel on the left side there. You can see how many copies of, you can see everything, which is nice.
It's definitely not as organized as you can get with like Illustrator or Photoshop, but it's definitely helpful to see where things are.
I get more and more impressed with it kind of as I go along. And if you do a copy on one artboard and you select a second artboard and do a paste, it'll paste it in that exact same spot, which is nice.
I also love the smart guides on here, the pink and blue lines. It tells you like where everything is.
Yeah, all those contextual alignment lines, those grids, or excuse me, those guides. So Elliot comes from the IT world. I think in general we do have a lot of people that are like have a design background, which is cool. Again, Kyle Grady, who was on first, he has a sort of a front end development background roughly, so it kind of just depends.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so my degree's in illustration a long time ago. Back when we did things out of with chisel and rock.
Oh, I was like, what happens to that?
Way long time ago when I went to school. It was all a chisel and marble. That was my graphic design course.
How was your
X's and
final,
V's and I's.
Oh my gosh.
Which are really easy if you're chiseling that into, marble. All right, so I'm still working on the name of this app. I think we have some fun ones. But I'm really digging even what you added there with that little like paper airplane icon, I think is really fun. All right, yeah, so for those of you who missed it, thanks so much, Rob, for chiming in. So basically, this app will allow you to create, send, and track emails, and it is a mobile app. So basically, an app to create emails, create, send, track. Working on different names, deliver. It could be something like paper plane. Might be kind of fun. I don't know. Just
Ooh, I
thinking
like
of ideas.
deliver without the E.
Deliver. Such a... I was thinking deliver, but then it's like, okay, is this a detox app? It's a deliver. I don't know. I like paper plane too. It's kind of fun. It's.
I like paper plane.
It kind of it says that it's kind of like approachable, basically. So, it's good, like reminiscent of a childhood toy or whatever.
Well, this is where I get all confused when everything's black and white. Then. Okay.
Ooh, Lindsay takes it to the next level with paperless plane. Oh, look at you.
Oh, I really like that.
Oh, man.
Deliver.
Oh,
I really like that.
Ooh, pigeon. Something with a pigeon would be cool. Like carrier pigeon.
Do you want to illustrate me a pigeon icon?
I can. If I can't find it on Adobe stock, then yes. But yeah, I could probably do a pigeon. Pigeon would be pretty easy. Ooh, message in a bottle. Oh, so good.
Glider. Ooh, I like that too.
Thank you, Noel. That's good.
I cannot find this gray rectangle. Oh, it's right there. Just needed you to look over is all.
Yeah, isn't that funny? You know how everything works when IT comes around. You're like, I'm having a hard time with this. Watch, when I do this, oh, now it works. Don't you hate it when that happens? Totes, swoosh, swoosh. All right, I'll type these in too.
Whoa.
So again, this is just day one. We don't have any style applied to this. It's basically like the wireframe. Freebird. I feel like that's the name of an app, is it?
Freebird.
Bird free. Thunderbird's a mail client.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I'll use Airmail sometimes. Airmail is kind of nice.
Airmail?
It's totally for like designers because it's just nice and clean and.
Oh yeah.
It's more about the look of it
like
than the actual functionality.
Like a desktop app?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but this is what it looks like.
Oh.
Airmail.
I use Shift.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay,
It
nice.
lets you like have access to all your email accounts in one place.
Okay, that's what this
Yeah.
that's what this does too. You could roll them all into one, but I like this nice, like, you know, again, as we kind of start into the design of things, is just to have this capability of having things colorized is very clean to use and all that stuff, but that's like all the accounts.
It is very clean.
And enough looking at my personal email. Ooh, mail. Haha, I like Noel. M-A-Y-L.
Drop mail. Mailer. Mail axes. Boomer plane. That's fun.
Mailer. I don't know. Are we reaching a saturation point for the names of apps that don't have vowels? You know, like deliver. You know what I'm saying?
I was
Like
thinking that, yeah.
it's, you know, I'm like, ugh.
Next time we're only using vowels.
Yes. Choreo? What's choreo? I don't know what that-
Choreo?
I like courier. Well, courier means you're kind of sending something.
Tomte So Boca. Is that a name or is that?
I don't know.
It's my last name.
What? Where does it say that?
Tomte at the top says So Boca.
Oh, so Boca. Let's call it Boca.
It's actually mouth in Spanish. I don't know if that fits.
Oh. Oh, interesting. It means mouth in Spanish. Are you Spanish at all?
I'm
Or like
Filipino.
Filipino.
But yeah, a lot of Filipino last names are Spanish.
All right. So you are like on multiple levels. You're Philly.
Yes, exactly.
From Philly, and somebody's like, Philly? Filipino? Well, yeah, in a way.
Yep, that's it. That's me.
In a way, yes. Ooh, Trackstar.
Oh, that's a thing. We use Trackstar at work to write our goals and stuff for the year.
Okay.
But it's
That'd
missing
be
a
okay.
C. Trackstar is missing a C.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And if it's for goals or something, like, I don't know, if it's an industry away, we're okay.
Actually, I'm not going to do that yet.
Awesome. So far, I like Pigeon a lot.
Me too. That's really fun.
Yeah, gives us a lot of fun things to play with. So yeah. Line dropper is in drop me a line.
Oops.
All right, Destiny Simmons from Philly says she might try out the daily challenge. So feel free. Know that you go right over there. Here's where it is, daily challenge. We're making a sort of like Instagram stories, sort of Snapchat type app. We do have this XD file you can use as a resource, but send that through to us and we will review it, show it off, and you know, really you kind of hate adding suggestion or giving suggestions because they literally, some of them have just made it in the past hour. So you feel bad about like, well, maybe you could do this. Like, I'd be like, shut, I freaking just spent an hour. Like, I didn't, it's not a big project that I had all this time with, is what I'm saying. Mailzilla. Oh. Rob, you should use that. Mailzilla. Love it. That's his nickname, is Robzilla. Mailzilla. You're really cranking this out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like some fun subject line names because I hate putting in just lorem ipsum.
Okay.
You know.
So this is like a subject.
This isn't very fun, but
Welcome to my.
newsletter.
Yeah, let's do like because let's actually talk about this. So let's just take Rob for instance. He does a lot of illustration, does a lot of has been doing a lot of sports illustration. So let's just pretend like we're him, for instance. So it'd be like, check out my latest art or something like that.
Okay.
Something like that, maybe. I don't know, like, or whatever, but you know, and we were talking earlier, like, what makes a successful, like, email message or newsletter? What is it? It's going to be the subject line, right?
The subject line is going to draw people in.
Is that what this is? This is basically the subject line.
This
so what
is
would
the
be good?
line.
So Rob needs to show off his artwork, and somebody might sign up. He wants them to really open this email. I would do something like LeBron. This is what I would do. This might be a little clickbaity, but I would be like, is this wrong? But like, do like, you know, LeBron, see LeBron in a whole new light or something like that. If he did a LeBron illustration.
Is it LeBron like this?
Or something like that, in a whole new way.
So this is the
something.
preview text.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, perfect.
Be.
So we just needed something there, Rob. I hope you don't mind. We're totally open to any suggestions you might have. All right. Daniel says, yeah, so Daniel's saying, you know, it might not be ideal to add the entry with the placeholder. So basically, like, it might have in the input field it says name, because people click and then they forget. The best use case, the best way I've seen that done is when you see it animate. When you click and then animates up.
Yeah,
zoop.
that's what I was planning on doing.
Yes.
But yeah, there's a lot of controversy between the form fields like that and the placeholder and the labels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. It's something good. That's something to talk about.
We're gonna use repeat grid.
So if you aren't aware of this, you're gonna select all that stuff, if you will, and then click repeat grid. Allows you to repeat those elements. See what just happened there? Daniel, I really appreciate that feedback, though. In general, bringing up that subject is like something kind of interesting. Like, you know, I think if it's a sign-up page, I know the first field's probably going to be my name, so I'm not too worried about for like standard forms.
Right.
You know, and then if you click off of it, does that, you know, title of that field come back? Ooh, Revere for Paul Revere, like messaging.
I like that.
Revere. Okay, if you like it, it's going down on the list. You are the boss. I do like, that's just a great word. Revere is a great word.
It's got some presence to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not too familiar with the pen tool. I don't use it much here.
I get it, Rob. Thanks, buddy. Mail magic. All right, little dashboard action.
Yes.
Very cool. I know you've been using, or have you been using some of the UI kits at all?
I have not.
Okay. I'm just gonna look, because there actually, I think there might be a one for dashboard type stuff. Oh yeah. Like, just to give you an idea, here's one. It's literally called Dashboard UI Kit. And, you know, again, sort of trends, bars, all that good stuff.
Nice. I just take some of those for this.
Yeah, that'd work. So literally just get UI kits, go down to more UI kits right there.
Cool.
More UE
fancy.
kits. That's how some people
With
say
that zoom
UE.
in that you just did, how did you do that?
It is called Loop.
Oh, is it a separate app?
Hold on. Yeah, it's Zoom. It's actually called Zoom It. Let me zoom in on Zoom It, but it's a separate little app.
I like it.
So, yeah. Mail Muse.
Go
Mail
Mail.
Maganda Mail. I don't know what that means.
Maganda?
Yes.
That means, maganda means pretty in Filipino.
Oh.
I don't know if that's what they were going for, but that's what it means.
Wow. Maybe.
Do you ever complete illustrations in XD or just the rough concepts? I always do my illustrations in Illustrator just because I'm more familiar with the tools there.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for the pen tool. It's just more, I feel like it's more precise in Illustrator.
Okay.
But what's cool is when you copy and paste from Illustrator to XD, it pastes really well. You're not losing anything. So.
Yeah, even if it's like, if you have text or whatever, geez, I can't think of a situation where it won't come in. Maybe if there's an image embedded in it, because it's basically like an SVG, but SVGs can have images in it, so I'd really have to test that. But in general, if you paste something, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transfers over pretty well.
Yeah. Although I've been pretty impressed with what you can do in XD for drawing. Just even the pen tool, just being able to add and remove points, and it seems super intuitive. But yes, you do have a lot more control, I feel.
Yeah, I'm always, because in Illustrator, I play around with the anchor points a lot, and I don't know how to do that in.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because I think that's really good. Like, so
I'm trying to cut this. I'm trying to cut a quarter out of it.
Oh.
But I guess.
Never mind. No, just kidding. I'm like, okay, well, that's never mind. Forget it. Yeah, that would work. That would work.
The Pathfinder.
Yeah, try that.
Subtract. But then I want to delete the inside part because I just want the outer ring. How do I?
Okay, so this is really good. Thanks for stumping me.
You're welcome. If any of you guys know how.
It seems so simple, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Are we still brainstorming names? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. I'm writing those down.
Magic Mail. I like that too. Star Trek.
Yeah, how would you, there's no scissor tool.
Yeah. So at this point is when I would go in Illustrator and then come back, which I'm probably going to do now.
Okay, that's cool. I will allow it. Star Trek. Oh, great. Good job, Kevin. All right, Munir, you're fired. Mailer. I'm sorry. It's like you're not really fired, Munir. I love you, but you just phoning it in, huh? Come on, put some effort into it. Mailer. Meeting adjourned. How long was that meeting for that name? 5 minutes. Done. Yeah, Sachin. So yes, no. Illustrator doesn't have scissors. No, because it was a safety hazard and it was a whole thing. XD. What did I say?
Illustrator.
Oh, Illustrator. Sorry.
A safety hazard.
So whole safety. There's not the X-Acto in there. We got away from all those swatches. Too many people are getting hurt.
That is one thing I definitely took away from graphic design school was how to use an X-Acto knife.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's pretty useful.
Oh, it's always so scary. And how to spray mount things. You really like spray mount them. And there we go, Munir, stepping up to the plate. Male space, you're getting there, buddy.
Male gazer.
His earlier suggestion was just mailer. I'm like, dude, no, come on now. Put some effort into it.
Well, that was already suggested, wasn't it?
The what?
Wasn't that one already suggested?
Yeah, well, it could have been. But either way, it's like, you know. Compared to Star Trek, come on now, Kevin Wirt's showing up. He's making it happen. I appreciate it. But I do thank you, everyone. These are actually the current. Oh, but by the way, that's looking really good.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I just like want to know that we have this full screen.
Doing
Super cool.
subscribers next.
I'm loving this. Wow. All right, fantastic. Here's our current names. In case you're wondering, this is an app for creating emails, allowing you to create, send, and track them. Here's a number of them, just so you can kind of see where we're at currently. I will say this one's moving up on the list, so let's just move this one up.
I am a fan of Pigeon and Paperless Plain. That's so clever.
Great stuff. Mailman. Oh, that's good too, Mailman. But what about Mail Woman? I mean, come on now. We gotta make sure everybody's represented. Mail person. Thank you so much for helping everyone.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. We could always like share a CC library if you needed graphics or.
I actually have some. So I use I'm gonna input photos here eventually of people's faces, but the placeholder ones I use, it's called. Have you ever heard of Rad Faces? So they're all 90s faces. Like 90s TV show kids.
Rad Faces?
I think, yeah.
Let's just do a search.
Yeah, that first one. So it's like UI placeholder images, but like all 90s television.
So Rad Faces from 90s
it's the best.
television. Oh, this is too much. Ernest. Yeah, this is very good. So you could just
I just like drag them, yeah.
Or you just drag it.
I just dragged ones I wanted.
You could do a copy and then paste right into XD.
Oh, really?
We should be able to. Let's just try this. I'm gonna have that selected. Let's just see what happens. Well, yeah, I can paste it in. I was trying to paste it into, who is this?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
What I'll usually do is I take my Finder and I'll have it over.
This is Eon Flux right here. Oh, yeah.
You might be able to drag it into the circle. Yeah.
Boom. Ah, loving it. Sorry, I know what I'm going to be doing in the next, 45 minutes.
Just going through all the faces on there.
Teddy Duchamp, Duchamp, whatever. Yeah. And now you know. All right, everyone. Oh, look at this. Bringing back memories. I don't even know who this is. Who is this? What's that show?
I don't know. This is Jen.
Jen. Jeez. Help us out if you could.
Does anyone know? Good Burger.
Goblin King. So many good ones. Anyways, just kind of curious. We'll drop some more faces in there. Mail Trail or Mail Train, yes. Oh, it's from the Dark Crystal. Oh, Voodoo Val coming through. I knew if it was like sci-fi that there's a good chance that she would know. Oh, he's a gelfling. Love it. Wow. Voodoo Val's blown my mind with her sci-fi reference going on. Wow. I totally want to we do get to use up like made up information and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. Good. I just want to mess with people. I'm working on some of the data for you.
Oh, perfect. Thanks.
I do want to point out that when you are creating, I notice you're actually working pretty well on the artboards. You could create outside of the artboards, but as soon as one little edge touches an artboard, it'll disappear.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So you kind of had that happen. So just kind of be aware of it.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to do my nav bar. You need that.
I started putting together some people for you. So these are basically like people that are going to send out his Cruella de Vil, Stephen King Jr. And then I love this one. This is like RoboCop. It's totally not RoboCop, but that just makes me laugh.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Gus. It's funny, isn't it? Do you like RoboCop? Okay, enough of that. It's Boba Fett. Or I could make him Bobo Fetty Wop. No, that's bad.
Oh my god.
No, sorry. Sorry, it's not even that late in the day for me being so ridiculous. Boba Cop, there we go. Boom, nailed it. Boba Cop. Sorry. But this is good. So you basically have this repeat grid list.
Mm-hmm.
And those are all your subscribers. So should these be, oh good, these should be names of people, right?
Yeah.
So I can actually give you a text file. You could drop it on that field and it'll propagate down.
Is it, if it's all grouped together still on the repeat grid, if I drop it on, will it
It'll
every
do it.
single row?
Exactly.
Oh.
So as long as you keep it within a repeat grid is what
That's
you'd want
nice.
to do.
Convenient.
And we can do that. Oh, this guy should be Steve King.
What is the appropriate height for an iPhone? Do you know the guidelines at the bottom? Because there's the
little
swipe
bar
menu.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
I can open up the, because there are in the UI kits. I can actually open that up. Thank you so much for this radfaces.com URL.
You're welcome.
That
Everyone,
really,
everyone needs to know about that.
made my day. Love it. You actually used this UI kit already, right? This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. I actually won't be able to tell you like exactly other than finding that. It'd just be a matter of selecting it.
What was that?
I mean, I'd be doing the same thing you're doing. This is like trying to locate how high this thing is.
Yeah.
So I would do the same thing. I mean, I don't know. Do you need to know exact?
No, I'm gonna leave it like that.
Curious, yeah. And then, just so you know where these came from, this is the UI kit. You can see all these fancy screens and content you can steal from. I think it's good to use these like UI kits even in terms of like the sizing of things. Like we can take a look at the size of these icons, for instance, and the size of these buttons. So we can kind of, if we're making our own buttons, it's good to just kind of use this, for instance, as a guide, knowing that the height is about 60 pixels, roughly, right? And everything is going to be in your assets panel right over here, and you can do a search for it. So if you can't find it anywhere, you can always do a search for the status, or not. Okay, so the iPhone 8 version, this one actually has everything. Oh, wow, what is going on? So typically everything should be able to search on it, status. So anyways, switching back to
I've never used the search function in. I've never used that.
In the assets panel.
I didn't even know there was one.
I could have swore I was actually able to do this like literally last week. I searched for status and the status bar came up. But yes, you
really?
can search on those items. Colby likes the rad faces as well. All right, so agreed. Cool. By the way, I also want to do a quick shout out while you're working on that, just like for your website and kind of how to get a hold of you like going forward, because your site is very nice, by the way.
Thank you. That's on Adobe Portfolio.
Ooh, what?
Yeah. So
wow.
I don't really code at all. So this was the easiest and fastest way for me to do it, because I already had all my stuff up on Behance. And Adobe Portfolio pulls directly from your Behance. So if you have stuff on there, you can get a website in a couple minutes, really.
In literally a couple minutes. And then you can customize, obviously, like you did the URL. Too.
Oh, yeah. I pay for the domain. You can just connect it at the back end part of things. But yeah, everything here, no coding involved.
Just gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, these are all my school projects, school work.
I don't know. I'm into it, though. Every single... I feel like it's... Let's kind of dive into one. So yeah, so check out her work. Look at this. This is also fun to see this animation.
I had help from my coworker, Scott, if he's watching. Shout out to Scott. He's an
Thank
awesome
you.
Animator.
Very cool. Very cool, Scott. Very awesome. So, yeah, pretty fantastic. And, again, all your social media links down at the bottom to follow you. But are you on Twitter?
I'm not really on Twitter.
Okay.
My Twitter is mostly me rage tweeting to SEPTA, the train system in Philadelphia.
Only the people from Philly will get that, huh?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you go, girl. I get it. I get it. That's funny. You're just ranting about the train system.
Well, yeah, because it's like I take the train to work every day, and the first car is Quiet Ride. But a lot of people don't understand what Quiet Ride is.
Oh, because it's supposed to be quiet, I take it.
Yeah.
But it's not.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's one way to be typically an annoying American in other countries is to be loud on any trains, on public transit. Like, a lot of public transit. I mean, other people here will know better, but, you know, I mean, I've been in, you know, like Tokyo, and you're not allowed to talk on your phone. You're supposed to be quiet.
That would be the dream.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not finding you on Twitter. What is your name on Twitter? Won't worry about it.
Germs, basically.
Oh, it's the same one as Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been wanting to change that handle for a while, but so many people know me by that handle, so I can't rebrand. Oh, it's private, but that's my Instagram.
What is Girl Fieri?
Like Guy Fieri, but girl.
Oh, okay, because you like food. Is that
Yes,
it?
and I love Guy Fieri. Shout out to Guy Fieri. I doubt he's watching, but
is he from Philly?
I don't think so.
All right, very cool. I like having Destiny here. She's like, SEPTA be tripping.
Yes, she knows. she gets it. I love that.
I am loving all of these rad faces. So thank you for that resource.
Still on there?
Yeah, I had to tweet it out. I'm sorry. I had to let everybody know that we are live and you're giving us fantastic and fun resources, which is really cool. And you're really knocking this out. So you know what today has been, by the way?
Yes.
I think everybody, our huge in-studio audience can agree. Hey, everybody. Everybody has, you've been knocking out screens like nobody's business. Like everybody today has been just like, just going to work. It's like, it's not a contest, but it's like, you're like, I'm going to get done. I'm going to get farther than anybody
I'm going to do
else.
this. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. No, but I actually think, so I used, before I switched completely over to XD, I was using Sketch. And it was, I don't know why, I just don't know if my computer was too clogged up with things or I needed to update it, but I definitely was experiencing a lot of like slower movement, like even like panning my artboard like this, it would like glitch over.
In Sketch?
In Sketch, yeah.
Okay.
So XD is a lot faster,
Okay.
I found.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
You're getting an extra dessert tonight for saying that. Okay. You just want more free stuff. You're gonna get it. You're gonna like, whatever you want us to do.
No, but
you
really
got it.
though.
We'll sign you up for a massage, after the stream's done. Whatever you need, we are there for you. So thank you for being so kind. My favorite thing here, honestly, and I think everybody's sick of me talking about it, is the fact that you just zoom to the thing that you're working on.
What do you mean?
You could just do Command 3 and you'll zoom to the whatever you're working on will be full screen.
I didn't know that.
Nobody does, but that's why I'm trying to get the word out.
That's amazing.
Because I want that in Illustrator, and it annoys me that I can't do it in Illustrator.
Wait, doesn't Illustrator zoom to what you're selected on?
It'll typically do it where your mouse is, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me just try. Oops, wrong one. What am I doing? What's my problem? It'll zoom to the center of whatever you're working on. So it'll just do that. It'll do like anything else. It does it to the center.
Wait, so if I zoom out of this and I hit Command 3, ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
But if I'm working on something, there's no sort of zoom capability. So it's just zoom in, zoom out, fit artboard in window, right?
Okay. I wish XD did, if you have something selected, like say I was all the way over here, right? Or I was looking at something over here and I wanted to zoom into something over here, that if I zoomed in, it would zoom in on what's selected.
Oh, that would be nice. I mean, it will do, if you do Command 3, it'll boom, snap right to it. But it would be nice if it zoomed.
Right, like if you're doing Command plus.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I love Tukuna. Good point. Like in terms of just pinching on the trackpad, it's really fun. Just like the responsiveness of that makes it feel really fast. All right, cool. Daniel, looks like it's good having you here. Like you are a professional. He said he can create great interfaces in record time and export to Xamarin Forms, which I've never used that. I want to know, honestly, I think there are so many sort of UX, UI tools, like UI tools for prototyping, design, like all sorts of things. You're almost at like some ridiculous like saturation point with the number of tools out there.
Totally, yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. It's almost like most of those really don't need to be a separate tool. They just need to be a plugin for, and in a good amount of cases they are. Adobe XD allows for basically extensions, and there are some extensions added to it, like Avocode and ProtoPie, a couple others, Zeppelin, that sort of thing.
Zeppelin, that's what we use at work.
Okay. Yeah, I want to show you some things too. By the way, are you familiar with like exporting for design specs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's like only getting like worked on more and more. So you're going to see some more exciting things coming very soon in terms of design specs and getting developers what they need.
Nice.
That's all I can say while still keeping my job. Transit, thank you, Kevin. It's looking good. I think paperless plane or pigeon might win. I might have to draw a little pigeon. In fact, I might draw a little pigeon just to show you kind of like what you can do in XD, but you're just like me, right?
What?
You typically use you know, you'll use XD to a certain
Yeah.
degree.
Like
and then,
earlier,
and
just
then,
to get that circle, I had to go to Illustrator.
yeah, no, and I was actually kind of surprised like you. I was like, why can't this be a little easier? Should probably reference what a Transmail. Good job, Munir. Munir's just trying to like, it's too late, Munir. You said mailer. I'm like, really? Just joking, buddy. All right.
Space command and make a box over the artboard. Space command. Space. Command.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. With the
Space.
yeah, with the little magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Pigeon's looking good so far.
I'm still working on it, but like, I mean, yeah, it needs more work. I'll actually I'll probably create this from scratch just a little faster on the stream. You just got to give me more time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet, boss. Give me a second. Not ready, boss. I will make you a pigeon.
Wow. So much control over the anchor points.
It is pretty impressive, but also at the same time, like, you know, you get used to working one way, which is kind of like hard to switch. And I'm like you, I'm used to working in good old Illustrator as well, which I love it. Like, I don't mean to knock anything, by the way. I'm just like, as I've been working more in XD, I'm just like more impressed with how easy it is to create in it. So, shoop. Yeah, love it. Like, it's very deceiving because the drawing tools, like, you just see the pen and you're like, okay, there has to be more. Like, where's the add point, remove point, the anchor point tool?
Can you add and remove?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you everything. You just gotta give me a second, boss. I'm still working on it. I'm just so glad you're here. It's your first time in San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
I think it's gonna
It's a lot colder than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I think that's a big misconception with good old San Francisco. All right. That'll be like good enough. I'll show this in a second. Wait for it. Switching over, and let's group everything. All right, so I'm just gonna quickly draw a pigeon as you kind of work on that. It's take me like 2 seconds. So switching over, just doing mostly using the ellipse tool. So circle, draw out from the center, holding down Option and Shift will make it a perfect circle. A lot of times I'll just use the pen tool, right? So we'll just add this beak with a fill of white. Again, this is just the start of this, right? Again, work with me here as I start to create this face. I'm going to do the whole body. I'm just, of course, doing basic shapes, but beyond this, like actually for this color right here, I can add it here, which is kind of cool. I can add that color, and I can also add it right over here as well, right here to my colors. So maybe I want to take this and fill it with that same gray, but I just have some, this is basically universal color. That's the difference between this color here and the colors when they're added over here. So just so you know, but let me just draw this out. Shoop. When you draw a circle or any shape, if you double click on it, you get access to these individual points, right? So now we can kind of pull this down. If we want to make this a sharp point, by the way, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you just double click and boom, there's a sharp point.
So all of the features in Illustrator are hidden in the clicks.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it is. It's like they're hidden, but yeah, they're definitely like there. We can kind of curve that out. I can add a point if I need to. I don't really need to right here, but just to show you, like if I needed to add a point right there and bring it in, I can do that.
How do you
and
subtract?
it can be curved as well. Subtract it, how do you think?
You delete it? You just delete it?
Just delete
Oh,
it,
okay.
right?
So there's no like separate plus or minus?
Yeah, there's no separate plus or minus. Again, all these shortcuts bring things to the top. What do we want to do? We want to make this curved again? Remember how I made this a sharp point? How do you think I make this? How do I make this a sharp point?
What do you mean?
Like, or excuse me, curved.
Oh.
Sorry.
Double click?
Oh yeah, oop. You have to click on it, boop, boop. And now you have those Bezier or Bezier points.
Yeah.
And you can like adjust accordingly like I'm doing right now. Take these two, rotate them. All right, get that like that. You get the idea. Shoop. And again, legs we'll just use
sticks.
Shoop, 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 shoop. Like that, you get it. And we'll add the head. Give me 1 second. And like that. For these two, we want them to connect. This is what I really like. So it's selecting this and this shape, sort of these Boolean operations. We want to add, which I love this. So boop, we could add these two, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. I still need to move it. Well, it's not.
It's still movable.
Yeah.
That's what I really liked about the difference between Illustrator and
this. So just take that and like you can kind of tuck that down a little further, and it's non-destructive, which is nice. Bring that in like that, and you know, it just goes on and on. By the way, like add a point right here. It's like, okay, make that curved, just like that. And there's our.
You just double clicked it to curve it?
Yeah.
You didn't have to play with the anchor points?
Yeah, I didn't have to play with the anchor points. I just like double clicked it, and there's our like. Oops, sorry. Too large. Command 3. At least that's the start of it. I think I need to make this wing bigger and do all sorts of fun things, but
that's
not bad in terms of, you know, being a fun bird. So give me a second. I'm gonna work on that. I know it needs another toe. It's like I can't stand too well. I only have 2 toes. Less than a minute for our challenge submission deadline. Be reviewing those in a second.
I'm excited to see those.
Yeah, it's always like inspiring and kind of depressing what people knock out in a short amount of time. I'm always like impressed. Especially as the day goes on. It gets more and more interesting and cool. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Daryl. And thank you, Alexander. Alexander Roca. Almost like Boca.
1 letter off.
Yeah. So fantastic. Yeah, Justin Roy, why don't they do that in Illustrator? Which I love Illustrator. I think it gets to be tough anytime you change a tool. You're gonna like tick off people because they're gonna be like, oh, you added more vectors and now my files are larger. Like, okay, but we wanted to make it so you can move those shapes around and stuff like that. So that's kind of the short of it. Exactly, Margaret. Just start drawing in there. It's so nice. All right. This is going to be really fun.
What?
I think like you're moving so fast. I think like tomorrow, it's gonna be fun watching this kind of. Is
Comes
tomorrow?
alive, yeah.
Is that the idea? Like kind of add some
Adding the color.
graphic design.
Yep.
And, oh man.
And then day 3, we can connect all the artboards and prototype it.
Oh wow. Into it. Check this out. We have to do like a review of everything that you've done. You've done a lot of work.
Okay, let me back up.
I mean, you've done so much work. Just to recap, we're doing this. Basically, it's the ability to create, send emails, track them. Still working on the name. Might be pigeon, which is why we were drawing a pigeon. And look at all these screens.
A lot
Can
of
you
this
do a
stuff,
Command 0?
Yeah, a lot of this stuff.
See what happens. There you go.
I've worked off of artboards and just copy and pasted things. Work with what you have already.
Yeah.
All right.
So
we have. I can zoom in a little bit more. We have onboarding. I should name my artboards. Login, sign up. We have the dashboard, subscribers, and then the 3 message screens that have the different
oh, okay.
nested tabs here. And then notes. Yeah, so the idea of the notes is for you to sort of collect your ideas and thoughts and inspiration, and then use that later to transfer it into your actual
Oh, okay.
email.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. I think that's something you learn. You know, people aren't going to like nail it the first time and send out an email. So that's like that segment comes from experience. Very nice. Well, let's move on. We'll switch back to your screen in a little bit as well, but we also could use your help as we dive into like our challenge submissions. You can see them right here. A special thanks to Alexander. I'm now following you. XD Daily Creative Challenge. This is day number 1. So today's the first day, so get involved. Even if you start tomorrow, you can still do day 1s and day 2s tomorrow, just as part of this whole daily creative challenge. But we're reviewing day 1s right now. And it was all about creating a stories type app, which is kind of centered around like Instagram stories.
Oh, fun.
So you can see right here, simple stories.
I love these colors.
Yeah, the color is very cool.
It feels so refreshing.
It's so good to use white on that teal color.
Yeah.
Could have gone black, but no, it just, this makes it look clean. And you notice there's a simple, as it says
Drop
here,
shadow.
there's a simple drop shadow.
So subtle.
Very subtle, but we're noticing it. We notice the
I
carrier.
see you. It's there.
Oh, and also right here, by the way, that's that background blur,
yeah.
which is really cool.
Can you do that? You can do that in XD, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun.
We're gonna blur some things.
Yeah, we're gonna blur some things, all right. Some things we want to keep it PG, so we have to blur out segments.
Exactly.
Just kidding. But here we are. Type in a message.
Cool. Yeah, that background blur looks so nice. Rather than using like a solid color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks so good. That background. Yeah, you're exactly right. It's good to do that on an input field like that. We'll go to the next one as you click. It was an awesome day. Thank you, Louisa. Very cool. So that's it. We just said, yeah, just a couple screens, and this has everything. Colors are on point.
Yeah, I love that.
Right?
Great use of the blur. I think it's cool, like, instead of choosing another color to add to the palette, you're just pulling from, because you know it's going to match because it's pulling from whatever's behind it.
Yeah, exactly. It really does make it look nice and clean. And again, you don't want to pick a color just to pick a color. You're picking everything within context. Even if you were to pick a color, you're going to pull from that photo. The nice thing is this is basically a dynamic color, if you will.
Right.
So great job, Alex. You're obviously a very talented designer. And obviously some of the names some of that data could probably be changed. But
yeah.
Next up, Daryl De La Cruz.
Hello, Daryl.
I like how he tagged these, right?
Oh,
so other people can find it and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for putting this. And we will dive into these 3 screens. Called Storybook. Love the font.
Yeah.
So good.
Feels so personal.
Right? Good. He's not reinventing the wheel here either. Clicking in. Adorable.
That's so cute.
Made a new friend up in the hills. You then realize it's a rabid dog that's about to bite him. It's like love. He just took a chunk out of my leg. I made it. You made it. Don't jump. All right. Very cool. So this might be a case right down here, by the way. Sort of right message. Maybe a background blur would work there.
Yeah. Or even here it could just be like a white fill.
Yeah, white fill.
Cool.
I don't know if that's the person's name or not. Okay, cool. Perfect. Yeah, that's super strong. Done and done. Totally fits the bill, if you will. Alexander Roca.
So many dogs here.
Roca?
I love it.
Yeah, look at this.
Hot dog.
Oops, let me get out of this screen.
Oh, I like the change up on the profile pictures and the stories list at the top.
Oh yeah, like here you are,
Yeah.
and then here's your post. Oh, I do like that too. I like that, being able to see like a little more.
Of the picture, yeah.
This is kind of weird. I mean, just because from his perspective,
Who took that photo?
Who took the photo? Exactly. Like, Dog's like, what are you doing in here? My parents are sleeping. But I like this, how clean it is. Right? Of course, line icons. Just letting the photos.
Yeah. Letting the photos do the talking.
Yeah. You know what's good about this one is the lack of design.
Yeah.
There's no drop shadow. Didn't try to lift anything off the page. No colors needed.
Yep.
It's
Is this
all
the menu, like the hamburger menu type of thing?
I
Like a side menu?
assume it's kind of hard to tell. I think this is all scrollable,
Hi,
and then
Jay.
this should come up at some point.
Went to high school together.
Oh, hey Jay, what's up? Did you grow up in Philly?
No, I did not. I grew up in Collegeville, which is like 45 minutes outside of the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
But does everybody live outside the city in Philadelphia or no?
No.
Is it spread out to where are there like a lot of suburbs? It's very spread out.
Yeah, it is. But the actual city is pretty condensed in itself. Like I was telling you, I don't know where the city ends here. Like looking out,
Yeah.
you see all the hills.
Oh,
like
yeah.
what is considered the city and what's not.
Yeah, that's true. Let's click into this. I'm going to go to the next page. So this is, again, you're taking an amazing picture of this eagle about to attack you.
Wow.
This is like, what's up?
Is that? Oh,
What's up?
that's like the timeline at the top.
The timeline at
Okay.
the top.
Cool.
Yeah. But it's always tough, like with a black X. Do you make it black? Do you make it white? Do you make it white with the drop shadow?
Yeah.
Like all those things. But great job.
Yeah,
This
like
is
that
probably
menu.
the best screen. I mean, this is really good. Just because it's so simple. So, congratulations and thank you so much, Alexander. You did a fantastic job. And again, tagged it with XD
Nice.
and all that good stuff. Yeah, so Zach mentioned the next thing. The same thing is the different.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Repping the, Collegeville.
Collegeville, yeah, the Seaville.
What up, Seaville? Seaville in the house? Is Seaville in the house? It's good to see. So thank you so much, Daryl, Alexander, Daryl, and Alex. All did a great job and are all super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we choosing one?
No, we don't have to choose one, and
okay.
like we don't want to. Yeah.
No, they all
You
look great.
can if you want to,
I like them all.
but if we don't have to, we're not going to. I seriously do though. By the way, like these are all strong. This is, I think something. This is kind of the story yourself. This is good.
Ooh, look at that. The use of that Y. Story yourself.
Yeah,
Is
story
it
yourself.
story yourself or story yourself?
Story yourself. Story yourself. Oh, it works either.
That's true.
Story ourself. Story
Yeah.
ourself. It works on so many levels.
Wow. I like
And
that.
every level we like. And I'm into it. Except for some of the creeping that's happening in some of these photos. There's creepy that's happening here. About to get bit by a dog. This lady's like, hey, you know what? There's no pool down there. What are you doing? And great job on the layout. I would say for each one of these, like, you could always center this type if you want to. Day one, this kind of says that it's a daily challenge. Obviously, you see it right here. So you're doing a good job of sort of adding some context, I'd say, for the project in and of itself. That's one thing I'd say here for Alex as well. But oh, cool. We might have a couple more. How fantastic. Right on. First, we just wanted to show off your laptop cover. If we could talk about some of those.
Yeah. Well, now it's covered.
Oh, no, it's okay. It'll come back. Give it a second. Give it a second. So, do you have any of those that you want to talk about?
Yeah. Well, here I have like 2 Philly stickers. I think this is from one of the co-working spaces. This one is WeWork, one of the co-working spaces. Wow, this is all like mirrored and backwards. This is AJ, AWeber's mascot. Yeah, he's like cool spaceman. We have Sketch over here. I obviously need to add an XD one to my laptop. What else is on here? Zeppelin.
Okay, yeah. We have that plugin and
Grumpy Cat.
XD.
And this is GitHub. They sent us a bunch of stickers and they were all super fun.
And you mentioned Creative Mornings, right?
WeWork.
Oh wait, what about the one below that?
Is it
PHL.
Yes, Creative Mornings.
Yeah, yeah, there we go. Creative Mornings. So, like, we do a lot of work with Creative Mornings, which is, like, fantastic and all that stuff. So, sweet. Very cool. Get involved with Creative Mornings. Get involved with, like, we have Creative Jams as well, various places. I think we're going to have one up in Portland in a couple weeks and some
this is awesome.
places. Okay. So, this is, I think it's Carrots. Give us a shout out if it is yours. Karen, I think this is yours. This is actually just the prototype link, which is perfect. So that allows
is it all
us to
linked
say,
out?
this is great. It is great. You know, clean, nice use of the gray.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I do. Start adding comments in here, but this looks really good.
This is so cool. It's very different.
Oh, wait, actually I've never seen this. So typically when I go full screen, it should it should be all black when I go full screen.
The background?
Yeah, maybe I'm losing my mind, but I thought it always went to black. Nonetheless, I can kind of see some of those options. We have a couple screens right in here. We see moment. That's cool. I like the period on the end. Kind of makes it a little interesting. Yeah. It's a good use of font. Has to be really clean anytime you're put in an M next to an M.
Yep.
Okay. And yeah, using that UI kit at the top, very clean. Look how well it's tied in with the actual
the UI, native UI.
The native UI, yeah. This is nice. This one has a
drop shadow.
Drop shadow, yeah. I'm kind of curious about that. But I like that this is a different layout, sort of that masonry style layout. Everything's linked together. Mm-hmm. Could favorite some.
Reminds me a little bit of Pinterest.
Yeah, like Pinterest. And I think Pinterest is awesome because it just makes everything super organized.
Yeah. This would be cool. Interesting to see if Instagram tried doing this. It like completely gets rid of all the text, so you're only getting images.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah.
It looks very clean. Just so you know, like this is okay. Here we go. So right down here we have this. Oh, that's what I'm doing, by the way. Sorry about that. Let's just make this a little easier to see. So I'm scrolling. Look, this is pinned content right at the top, which is really slick. So we can scroll through that.
New addition, that feature.
Yeah. And this is sort of the news feed. We can dive into maybe one of these. Let's take a look. Oh, this one. We can check that out. Full screen. Cool. Watch the story. We have the progress bar. Write a message, easy to see, and then back. Very cool.
I love it.
I'm so glad this is. I love it. Pinned content. This is on top of everything else. Oops.
Oh, should it be underneath? Right. Oh, it says refresh the link.
Oh, refresh the link. You got it. Boom. Okay.
Ooh.
And let's go. Like, why is
it not?
Anyways, but either way, this kind of does give me like a little bit more context. And yeah. Great job. You win. You win, Kieran. Congratulations. You win. I don't know what that means. You win, you get a group, you get a big hug.
Virtual hug.
Virtual hug, Kieran. You already have mad skills, and thank you so much for letting us review your designs, yours as well as Alex's, Daryl's, Alexander's, and a couple other pages that we didn't have the link for. So yes, air hugs. All those virtual hugs, as you can see. So yeah, and you're doing quite well here too, by the way.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Look at all those. We have about maybe 6 to 8 minutes, which we're doing well. So you're actually previewing this on your iPad, just kind of.
Well, these are my sketches.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm just referencing my sketches.
Yeah, right there. So that's maybe we'll do some of this tomorrow. I guess we'll kind of see, because it looks like we got. How far did we get today?
We got up to the end of the first row.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then zoom in on, like, obviously we have the.
Zoom in on.
It doesn't really matter. I was just staring at your fancy nails. Just joking. I was just admiring your nails. Is that okay?
Yes, it is. Yeah, so this tomorrow we can get started on these. Or I might do some tonight, just so we can colorize things tomorrow.
Yeah, it's really fun, and especially because even as you're adding this text, I think you were making those assets, character styles, basically. Mm-hmm. So basically, this is going to be easy to change going forward.
Right, because it's all universal, global. Yeah.
So nice. Thank you so much, Zach Nilsson. If Zach's stoked, I'm stoked, because, Zach knows what he's talking about. It's like, great guy, just like awesome. Awesome to have such cool talent, not only submitting work, but also working right in front of us. This is, of course, available in the Replays tab. You can check that out. And you can still get involved in the Daily Challenge, by the way. So make sure you sign up through that Daily Challenge tab. Join the Slack, basically our Slack channel. And that's how we get to kind of have sort of an ongoing conversation with you. And then tomorrow, Daily Challenge is going to be different.
Yay.
Which would be cool, and we'll have different prizes as well.
Ooh.
And maybe some other things.
Fancy.
Some other things, sort of like feature related, could happen between now and then. I guess we will see. So we do have other things constantly happening, which is super cool. So yeah, I will say that, like, in general, hopefully everybody's like updating their apps as well. So as we kind of take a look right over here. So I'm doing a pretty good job. Oh, that's a new thing that you're not supposed to see. But make sure this always says update. If you ever don't see an update, all you need to do is just restart your desktop app. Just restart this little guy, and then you'll be able to kind of see what you need to see.
How do you restart that? Just
yeah,
right-click?
if you just, right over here, quit.
Oh, just quit out of it.
Quit. Yeah, quit. And then right in here, this is what some people do, is like right in here, we can actually search, because what some people have been using things like for placement. We can access some of these for placement items and see how a design works on a watch and on a phone, things like that.
Yeah.
So from there, you can obviously just download that. And from XD would be your step of taking your designs and then exporting out the screens. I have so many right here, by the way. In this case, say for a mobile app, I can just select one and export like so, right? Export.
Wait, where are you exporting it to?
Selected, just to my desktop.
Oh, gotcha.
That's all I do. But that's the entire screen for placement. If I wanted to get a little bit more specific for items, like right in here, and again, we're not there yet because we haven't made like all the apps just yet, but right in here, I can mark this for export, like the heart, marking it for export, boom, boom, boom. And now you notice when I go to File, Export, I can batch export it out.
Ooh.
So that's typically,
I don't think I knew about that.
you know, what you would do.
I like that font. Is that a font or is that?
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, that's cool.
I actually don't know. It's currently just a graphic, so I don't know where it came from. But
like
I'm glad you're
it.
noticing this, because this is such a designer thing to do, is to take a standard font and then just mess with with it a little bit.
I love that.
Right? So for Pigeon, we'll see. If it's called Pigeon, we'll see what we do. Maybe it needs an icon. Maybe it's simple text. You know, one thing I'm thinking of, do you take the P and you could give it a little beak, and then it just looks like a very subtle.
Yeah, we don't even need a logo.
Yeah, might not even need a logo. I will say, typically, you got to really watch out for modifying text, because typically you don't want to mess with the first or last letter.
Right. Can you modify an XD like that? Can you convert to outlines?
No, and I kind of want to. I'm second guessing myself on that as well. So. Yeah, you're not gonna. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I don't think you can really. That's a case where I'd actually want to do that in Illustrator and make a change to it as well. So we'll see. Thank you so much for all your submissions for the names. We will still look these over and let you know what we come up with for the name. That's the idea. Cool. Oh, what is this? Command 8? What does Command 8 do?
Did that outline it?
It's
boom.
Slow clap.
Wow.
Vahid, you're the man. Thank you so much. Where is that? Under Object? Has to be in Edit? I don't know.
Might as well just delete Illustrator at this point.
Well, don't do that, but yes.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
This is so good. So now we can.
Wait, I wonder if you can do that with like an outlined.
There we go.
Wait, can you do that with shapes?
Well, yeah, a shape is already has.
No,
points.
I mean like an outline shape, so you can convert it to outlines. I just tried.
Oh no, you're talking like an image?
No, like if I had the square, like
if you would have pasted that in from Illustrator, you have access to all those points.
Yeah. So like it would be like the same thing as Command 8 did for that, but on a shape. So it had no fill, just a colored outline. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I'd have to.
Yeah.
I'd have to check that. There's a little pigeon. So thank you so much.
Not rastering shapes, just converting. To
it doesn't really rasterize shapes. I mean that only works like so well.
Oh wow, look
anyways.
at that.
We're still working on it, but you get the idea. Thank you so much, Vahid, for just pointing out the fact that we can actually, and from here we can modify this all we want, bring that in, and yada. You get the idea. I'll work on it some more with your help. So thank you so much. It's actually been a group effort today, don't you think?
Yes, it really has.
Jermaine, you've been fantastic.
Thank you.
Super fun having you here. Tukana, Tony, Vahid, Justin, Alex, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We're super happy to have you here. We're so happy we get to keep you around for 2 more days.
Yay, I'm so excited.
Yes, we will let you explore San Francisco tonight and give us a full report tomorrow about what you think, which will be super cool. Destiny says you did awesome.
Thanks, Destiny.
Yeah, it was really good having her here.
We needed that Philly voice.
Yeah, we needed the Philly voice, both Philly and the Filipino voice, if you will, in the house. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Join us tomorrow. We do have a full day, just so you know. We start at 8:30 a.m. where the Daily Creative Challenge will be revealed to us. And just to kind of wrap up with the schedule so you can see it right here. The fantastic Creative Challenge going live 8:30 a.m. She literally knocks one out within 30 minutes. Wow. Kyle Grady will do some gradients with me. Lisa will be with Marissa Blair again. And then Jermaine will head into part 2 of this, bringing it to life with color, with gradients, with all this fun stuff. So, did you have fun today?
I had so much fun.
Fantastic. So did I. You're super chill. I feel like you've been doing this for a long, just like you're just a natural.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. We're signing off. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow.
know the book. I know the book.